It's really all about moving energy. Oftentimes, our body manifests some sort of undesirable physical symptom because our energy is not flowing. Think about a time when you had to give a presentation or some kind of a talk or stand up in front of people or whatever, or something you are nervous about and you cannot eat. Our emotions strongly affect our physical body. I not too long ago had a situation where I woke up and was kind of upset about some things, and I had this sort of annoying, dull, minor headache. My stomach was kind of off and I was a little bit dizzy. And it just kind of lingered for a few hours, and then a little while later I had a big meltdown. I was sobbing and just crying and crying and crying. And after that, I felt great. I felt much lighter, but also physically I felt wonderful. The headache was gone, the stomach stuff was gone, and the dizziness was gone. And it was like this stark contrast of these physical symptoms that were kind of annoying, nothing too serious, with all of a sudden I had this huge emotional release, and it cleared everything up, and suddenly energy is flowing. You can think back to a time perhaps when, let's say if you struggle with overeating, and if you can think back to a time perhaps when you feel really calm, really grounded, and really centered, and suddenly your relationship with food has changed. Now you feel fine. That food doesn't have that pull over you. You're not feeling like, you're not feeling compelled to overeat. You feel okay with it. You have some level of peace with it. So our emotional state oftentimes is communicating to us through the body. And if we don't listen to the body, we can miss all this data that is coming to us if we're just looking at the physical. It's a good thing to look at the physical, but don't forget to also look at and consider what is going on in your emotional world. What is going on in your life? How much stress are you under? Do you feel a sense of balance right now? Or are things really chaotic and in transition and changing? So oftentimes what I'm helping people do when I'm working with my own clients is very simply, I'm helping them move and shift their energy, whether it's through exercise, through yoga, through Reiki, through tapping, whatever it is. It's just moving their energy so that they can find their own answers and so that they can find their own way. So I just, had the inspiration to do this video, and I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a little while, but I was on my way to something and I'm like, pull over. So I'm in this empty parking lot shooting this in my car. But I just wanted to get this out. I think it's so important. If you are showing some physical symptoms, and assuming that there's no physical serious issue underlying that, to make sure to address the emotional body, the emotional world, the energetic part of you. What is going on, and where may you be, maybe you have some wound or some pain around that you haven't worked through and you haven't let come to the surface, and to kind of give that some attention, give that some of your nurturing and let it come up. And oftentimes when we let things surface, we cry it out, or we talk it out, or we yell, or we hit a heavy bag, or whatever it is you need to do, or go for a long run, or a combination of some of these. Some of those physical symptoms dissipate, and we can feel much, much better and much more grounded, more balanced, and feel that sense of peace. So that's about it. I hope that helps give you some ideas, give you some perspective and encouragement to listen to your body. The body is so wise, and it is always giving us so much information. We just have to tune in. And so often we're so much in our heads. I might know a little bit about that. I like to be up in my head a lot. But we're so into our intellect and our thoughts and logic, and it's okay to drop down into the body, see what the body is feeling and what it's telling you, okay? I hope that helps. Have a great day today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thanks so much for coming on this journey. I really appreciate you. Talk to you soon.